Most Americans believe wars far away have nothing to do with their daily lives. Different continent, different people, different problems. But history tells a very different story, because when tensions rise in the Middle East, prices don't wait for missiles to land. They move immediately. And after the latest strikes involving the United States, Israel, and Iran, markets around the world reacted within hours. Not because of politics, because of oil. Here's the part most people don't realize. Nearly 1/3 of the world's oil supply passes through a narrow waterway called the Strait of Hormuz. It's one of the most important economic choke points on Earth. And Iran sits right next to it. Every time conflict threatens that region, traders begin to fear something simple. What if oil stops flowing? And fear alone is enough to move prices. We've seen this before. In 1973, during the oil crisis, geopolitical conflict caused oil prices to quadruple. Gas stations ran dry. Inflation exploded. The American economy entered one of the most painful periods in modern history. Then again, in 1990, during the Gulf War, oil prices surged almost overnight. And in 2022, when global energy markets were disrupted, inflation hit levels Americans hadn't seen in decades. The pattern repeats. Conflict creates uncertainty. Uncertainty raises energy prices, and energy prices raise everything else. Because oil is not just gasoline. It's transportation, it's food delivery, it's manufacturing, it's plastics, it's heating. It's the invisible cost inside almost every product you buy. When energy becomes more expensive, companies don't absorb the loss. They pass it forward. Quietly. One price tag at a time. And this is where it becomes personal. Higher fuel costs mean higher grocery prices. Higher shipping costs mean more expensive online orders. Businesses facing rising expenses increase prices just to survive. At the same time, central banks may keep interest rates high to fight inflation, which means mortgages stay expensive. Credit card debt becomes heavier. Saving money becomes harder. Even if the conflict never turns into a full-scale war, the economic shock can still arrive. Markets don't react to what has already happened. They react to what might happen next. And right now, uncertainty is rising again. Investors watch oil. Companies prepare for higher costs. And consumers often feel the impact last, but feel it the most. History shows something uncomfortable. Global conflicts rarely stay global. They travel through supply chains, through fuel prices, through interest rates, until eventually they reach your wallet. This doesn't mean catastrophe is guaranteed, but it does mean one thing. When tensions rise in the world's energy centers, inflation risks rise with them. And sometimes, the economic consequences begin long before the headlines fade. Because, in a connected economy, distance doesn't protect anyone anymore. If you understand the pattern, you don't just watch history, you recognize it while it's happening.